poop so often. Not just poop, but poop from here to here.
Yeah, they do provoke.
How many times?
And sometimes it's an exploding one.
6:30. I saw online.
I think with us, it wasn't so much often as just the amount. Sometimes if they don't, you like it if they're going often, because if it's not often, they're saving it up.
Well, when Baba lived with us right after the earthquake, which was a 6.9, so every time they pooped, Baba or Grishka or I would yell out 6.6. You know, however big the poop was.
We used to call them poopthubius.
Okay, when they have the exploding ones.
And the diaper changing 6 to 8 too.
Oh, no, you just leave them in the poo all day. That's like 12.
That's only the poop.
That's what Desantine is for, right? That's
10 to 15
Yeah, 10 times
a day. Yeah,
in the beginning.
In the very beginning.
Yeah, she
you
told me.
cannot believe your whole day is feeding, changing, and then burping, and then you do it all over again. I mean,
You're done.
Just be glad you don't have triplets.
yeah, after 2 hours you have to breastfeed him. No, but it takes an hour and a half to feed them, and then you change them, and then you put them down, and then you maybe go and you sit for 5 minutes, and then they wake up and you.
Kuleni.
You'll be sort of tired for a few months.
Yeah, the first couple months. The first couple months, and it gets a little.
Okay, so
Right, next.
I didn't know. What's the sentence?
I never knew a child could.
I never knew a child could take my heart outside of my body. I don't want to cry, but I honestly feel like my children have my heart wherever they go. And it's sometimes scary.
Yeah.
But not always gentle with it.
Especially when they're teenagers.
Yeah. Just trusting you. They get through it. So be prepared for that. They will have your heart. It's no longer only inside of you.
I printed out my favorite boy poem and I left it in the printer. And so on the way here, I found it on my phone, I Googled it, and then I'm writing it down on the bumps. So this is my favorite boy poem and I love it. And I'm gonna send you the printed one. But it's called Little, and everyone with a boy will agree with some of these. Little boy ways. You greet us every morning with a sleepy grin. When you love a little boy, it's how every day begins. From a toddler in diapers, shuffling in daddy's shoes, to squeals and laughter, we play hide and seek with you. Stomping in mud puddles, handfuls of dirt, the story of your day, splatter across your shirt. Days of fire trucks and bulldozers and rides on piggyback, dinosaur picture books and choo-choo trains on track. Racing cars through the kitchen, banging bowls and spoons, dragging your well-loved blanket, tears for a flyaway balloon. Capturing bugs and spiders and dancing in the hose, pedaling your big boy bike and following daddy as he mows. Chasing birds and bunnies, stuffing pockets full of rocks, giving mom a hurried hug, building towers of wooden blocks. We need life's reminders that time's not our own, like the days we box away the clothes you've recently outgrown. So we see past the naughty splashing and fingerprints on the glass, toys scattered on the floor, new jeans stained with grass. Time slips through your fingers, so we pray for one more day to awaken to your sleepy grin and all your little boy ways.
Oh, that's beautiful, Deb.
Thank you.
Very beautiful.
So, oops. I'll send you the real one. This is the message I'll give to you, man.
I got it on Facebook, Debbie. It's
going viral.
It's going viral, yeah.
I didn't get to give you a
It's okay. It's okay. You said it.
Email ahead of time to think about it. But if you can come up with something
We can come back
at the moment, yeah, we'll come back.
Good.
Yeah.
It's not that good as hers.
No, it's what you feel.
I never knew a child could consume a 1 gallon milk for 1 week.
Wow, okay.
When they're teenagers, they every day. Wow, that's a lot.
Mine isn't very brilliant.
No, it's
I never knew a baby could drive a great big car. Huh? I guess they can't. So maybe that's why they don't. That's all I could come up with.
You're adorable. That's so cute. That sounds like Ogden Nash.
Leela was telling me I had to come up with something. I said, I can't think of anything really brilliant.
But it was delivered so theatrically.
Yes. Yeah.
You turn, madame?
Okay, mine was, I never knew a baby could make you so tired that you would actually hallucinate. I've only hallucinated.
You told me that story.
I only hallucinated with Robert.
You told me that.
I'd put him down, he was like a few weeks old.
And you weren't smoking anything either.
No, I got into bed and I jumped out of, it's like 2 in the morning, jumped out of bed screaming, earthquake, earthquake! And I've opened the door, I'm in the hall, and Randy is going, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, I heard and felt an earthquake. He said, there's no earthquake. He said, you're hallucinating.
Well, that's
I had just gotten done nursing him. Like she said, you know,
You're
nurse,
so tired.
And I get back to bed, and literally, I've gone through a lot of earthquakes. That's the most vivid earthquake I've ever I have lived through a 7-point earthquake.
Yeah,
Doesn't
with Grandpa
compare
Bob.
to the hallucination I had.
Wow.
My friend was so tired she burned down her house.
She burned down her house?
Yeah, she was so tired she was cooking and there was a little fire and she misreacted. She had a 1-year-old and a baby. So I mean, she was really, and she grabbed the kids and the house burned down. And the neighbors let them live with them for 9 months while they rebuilt the house.
Oh my God.
Wow.
They must have liked
Wow.
that.
But she was so tired that she just not thinking.
No, that was real.
Yeah.
She should have been hallucinating.
I never knew a child could make you feel so old and so young at the same time.
Oh, that's
Very
That's a
good.
good one.
Mine was kind of, I was going to say, and that I never knew a child could make you be a child again. Get to, yes, you get to ride all the kiddie rides again, and then you get to play silly make-believe games again.
And like at the Hanukkah party you were on the floor playing with
Oh,
magnets last night.
My turn is like a grandmother.
Okay.
The best time is when they come in, and the marvelous time when they leave.
Okay,
No,
Yvonne.
really. Wow.
Well, so many of them have already been said. I never knew a child could make me want to be a much better person than I was otherwise.
What's that?
That's very true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Very good. Very good.